following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hello, I'm Carl Seidel, host of The People's View. The People's View is a show sponsored by the Nashua Republican City Committee. The committee meets every second Thursday at the Crown Plaza. And if you want to contact us, we have a website, nashuagop.org. And at the end of the show, you'll see some contact phone numbers or email addresses that you may want to send us your comments and recommendations. Thank you for listening in.
Welcome to The People's View, a program dedicated to discussing local, state, and national issues and their effect on the American people. The People's View provides a platform for state representatives and national figures to present their viewpoint. Whether it's social, economic, or financial topics, you'll hear it on The People's View.
Hello, and today we have the Register of Deeds for Hillsborough County, Pam Coughlin. How are you, Pam?
I'm doing wonderful, and thank you for having me.
Well, we want to find out a little bit more about you so the people know why they should elect you for the Register of Deeds. Or you've been there how long now?
I'll be entering my third term, so I'll be entering hopefully my fourth term. We've been very busy this year. I know the purchase and sales have been lower, but the number of documents coming through and deeds coming through have increased. So it's been great. Basically, the other issue that we've been having is, and I do believe 2 years ago I discussed this here, was we had put forward a property fraud alert program, which is a free service to the citizens all across the state. Hillsborough County was the first county to initiate it.
Oh.
And you can find it on our website, www.nhdeeds.com. And you just go in, fill out and follow the instructions, and anything that should be recorded, anything from a deed to a mortgage, a lien, they will send you an email stating this was recorded on this date and this is the book and page, please review. So you go in, you look at it, say, yep, I'm aware of this, no problem. If you're not aware of it, and then you could call us or call the AG's office, because definitely would be some kind of
fraud involved, huh?
Correct.
Yeah.
So we did follow that, and then after that, we got together, the Deeds Association with some other departments. We got together this past year, and we passed a bill on fraudulent documents, and that anytime anyone that puts any kind of lien on your property or a false document from $0 to $1 million or whatever it can be, and the AG's office will investigate, and they find any kind of fraud at all, it can be a Class B felony.
Oh, wow. Good.
So the governor signed it into law in June, so we were excited about that. So hopefully that will help also all of the citizens of New Hampshire.
So that covers all of New Hampshire, but you're the first one to have it on the website?
Right, we were the first one to have it on the website, and after that, there are 8 other counties that have added it on.
Oh, okay.
So basically it is statewide now, but you have to go to each particular county if you want it.
To look at.
To look at it, right.
Yeah.
So, but if you don't have a website or an email address, they do have an 800 number that you can call, and they can also call you back on that, because not everybody has computer, or if you have direct line, you don't probably want to necessarily, get into that. So you can get a phone call also.
Oh, well,
so
that's
they
good
try
to
to
know.
cover it in all directions. And the other issue that has come up that we've been very proactive on to help the citizens is also there's people who buy their houses, get these deeds. Well, all of a sudden, they'll get this official letter, official envelope saying, oh, you can come to us and we will sell you your deed for $86. Well, it's a scam, unfortunately.
Oh, really? I haven't heard that one.
Yes, and but you can come to the registry and we will give you a copy for $1 a page.
Oh,
so there
okay.
is a big difference. And so we're trying to get that out there too. So if you go to our website, our Hillsborough County website has a lot of information on it. It will have all these different, like the fraud and the scams, but also anything you want to know from like how to research, what our rates are, who we are, and have like a general, like a little history of who we are also. So
that's very good that people can really get what they need.
Yeah.
Basically, you're just registering all these documents and keeping track of them, and that's basically what the Registry of Deeds does.
Yes,
that-
what we do is we collect the transfer tax for the state, and then we maintain and secure all the documents all the way back to 1781. So it's very interesting. And then in 2002, they had transferred from using the formal books to online. So people can now research online if they want. And we are working very diligently to get all the historical documents. We're back to 1966, and we're trying to go backwards as much as we can so that people can do their research online if they wish. We do also have good community service, like with the community colleges and the high schools. They come in and they have like legal paralegals, and they will do the researches, but their teachers want them to use the old books and not so much, because electronics they know very well.
Yeah.
So they will do the books, and they really appreciate coming and seeing how the people had to write everything out and do their research. So that's very exciting also.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're very maintaining, customer-oriented, securing anything. And anytime if you have questions, you can always call, and we can try to help you out in any direction you'd like.
That's very nice to know. You just got through with the budget and everything.
Yes.
How did that work out, you said?
The budget is a very long process, because we start in, basically in January, and we as the registry, we get together with the comptroller, and we do up our budget, what we think we may need and what we can cut and increases and all. So when we get that done, we give it to the Board of Commissioners. The Board of Commissioners go through it. They have their subcommittees, and when they get done, it goes to the Executive Committee. The Executive Committee will have their subcommittees and then their full committee, and then it goes to the delegation. So by the end of June, the process is done.
So it's a 6-month process with lots and lots of reviews.
Yes.
So I guess it must be pretty tight.
It's very tight. There's no wiggle room at all in our budget. But I think we have a really good budget.
Okay.
You know, because we also, I'm not sure if I had mentioned it, but in 2008, they brought in e-recording to the registry. So a lot of times when people send their emails, their documents through, it's through a vendor who verifies everything. Then we go through the state statutes to make sure it meets the qualifications, and then we record it. Or we can reject it, and they get it back like in 10 seconds. So whatever we recommend to them, saying it doesn't follow the RSA and these are the reasons, they can fix it and get it back to us the same day. Whereas if it comes in the mail, sometimes it can take like a week or so. So that's another process that we have that's very protective, and a lot of people really, really enjoy, because they can disperse the money immediately.
So you're in the 21st century, huh?
Yes.
Tell me one other thing that was talked about a couple years ago, I think, of possibly moving the registry from Nashua. Is that still on the?
We have not heard anything. So as far as I know, we're right.
You're
We're
set
going to
where
be.
you are.
Yes.
Same building, same safe, and all that sort of stuff.
Yes, and we're at 19 Temple Street in Nashua. If anybody needs, to come see us.
So you'll be there, and
we are there.
And it's your experience that really, you're saying that you deserve another term because of what you've done the last 3 terms.
Right, and I do believe the experience that I've had as a state legislator, which you know, I was the state rep for 10 years, helped with the bills that we process to make sure that people are protected on the fraudulent liens and the deeds, and being proactive so hopefully nothing does occur. So I do believe that. And also, prior to that, I was on the school boards locally in the high school, and I was chair and vice chair. And even at the state level, I was chairman of the State and Federal Veterans Affairs Committee. So I've had a lot of leadership in that way. Plus, I have 4 children. I've been married 39 years. And my husband was deployed 3 years to Iraq. So I've had many different experiences. So I really do understand what a lot of people are going through when they're trying to meet a budget and take care of the family at the same time. So I think that leadership and life experiences are very beneficial.
And that I'm sure your people have those experiences too, that you're able to.
Yes, I have a great professional staff at the registry, yes.
Well, in your election, do you need people to help you get elected? Is there some way they might contact you if they wanted to help you get elected?
That would be wonderful. Yes, they can call me at my house number, which is area code 603-673-0998. I have handouts, signs, and poll standers would be wonderful.
Okay. Well, we got a lot covered in just a few minutes. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell the people that about the registry or about your election?
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm Pam Coughlin. I'm on the Republican ballot, and I really appreciate your support on September 9th.
Well, that's pretty good. Well, I think we've covered everything, and
Okay.
Pam, I appreciate you being here and talking, and this will be on the Channel 96 on the week before the primary.
Okay,
And you
great.
have a primary now.
Yes, I do have a primary, yes. So I do appreciate you having me on.
Okay, well, and the other thing I want to let the audience know is that this is sponsored by the Nashua Republican City Committee, and they're sponsoring a fundraiser, which I think you've benefited from before, for all the candidates in Nashua and for running for the county. But it's at the Crown Plaza, September 13th. It's called a Stakeout, and you can go. The people can go to NashuaGOP.org to get more details. Okay.
All right,
Well, thank you
thank
very
you.
much for coming, Pam.
Okay, well, thank you very much, too.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.